Hi 5th grade, welcome back to grammar. This video is for May 14th. Today we're going to be doing workbook page 275, preposition or adverb, and we'll check the worksheet that you did last time. But before we go on with that, I want to read the next two verses from Psalm 96. Verse 11 and the first half of verse 12 say, "Let the heavens be glad and let the earth rejoice. Let the sea roar and all that fills it. Let the field exult and everything in it." So the whole earth rejoices over the goodness and the greatness of the Lord. And even the sea, verse 11 says, and the heavens, all the world, it rejoices over the goodness and the greatness of our wonderful God. Isn't that amazing? He is to be praised and honored above anything else because he is our great God. All right, well, I want to just review a little bit with you about prepositions and adverbs. So let's go over the definition of an adverb. Remember, an adverb is a word that describes a verb, adjective, or another adverb. And it answers the question how, when, or where. A preposition, remember, shows the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and the other words in the sentence. And a preposition also can add detail to sentences. So how do you know if a word is being used as a preposition or an adverb? That's what we're going to look at today. So if you look at the first sentence I have here, it says, "Invaders remained outside." So the subject of this sentence would be what? It would be invaders, right? What did the invaders do? They remained, okay? And then where did they remain? They remained outside. Outside answers the question where. It's an adverb describing remained. Now let's look at the second sentence. Invaders remained outside the Great Wall. Okay, so we have the same subject, invaders, same verb, remained, but this time, outside the Great Wall is a prepositional phrase. So outside is a preposition and Great Wall is the object. So the way to tell the difference between a word being used as an adverb or a preposition is to see if there is an object for the preposition. If there is no object, then it's an adverb. If it has an object, then it's a preposition. All right, let's go ahead and check the worksheet and then we'll go on to page 275. All right, let's take a look at the object, pronouns, and prepositional phrases worksheet. For the first part, you were supposed to underline the simple subject once and the verb twice, and then you had to write an object pronoun to replace the underlined words. Number 1, Carolyn was the subject, is going was the verb, and them was the object pronoun that took the place of her sisters. Number 2, mothers was the subject, are making was the verb, and us could take the place of Carrie and me. Number 3, friend was the subject, is going was the verb, and us can take the place of Dana and me. Number 4, father is the subject, made is the verb, and her takes the place of Dana. Number 5, they is the subject, will decorate is the verb, it takes the place of party. And number 6, costumes was the subject, are was the verb, and them takes the place of everyone else. Okay, if you need to take a few minutes and check those over, you can just pause the video and then go back and start it up when you're ready. The next part, you were supposed to put parentheses around each prepositional phrase. So number 7, the prepositional phrase was at the party. Number 8, with scarves and plates on our fingers were prepositional phrases. Number 9, with the silly songs was the prepositional phrase. And number 10, for handicapped children was the prepositional phrase. All right, now the last part, you had to write prepositional phrases to describe the path that the fox took to escape the hunter. Yours don't have to be exactly like this, but this is what you could have possibly written. So the fox started here and it went under the fence, and then it went through the bushes and up a log and over the stream and around a rock and then into a cave. All right, so hope you had fun following the trail that fox took to escape the hunter. Okay, let's take a look at workbook page 275, preposition or adverb. An adverb can describe a verb, an adjective, or another adverb. Adverbs tell how, when, or where about a verb. Most adverbs that tell how end in ly. Adverbs are not always written near the verbs that they describe. Okay, look at the example. The first emperor of China carefully planned the wall. How did he plan? He carefully planned. The wall contained dirt inside. Where did it contain? It contained inside. Today, many people visit the Great Wall of China. When do they visit? They visit today. So carefully, inside, and today are all examples of adverbs. A preposition shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and other words in the sentence. The preposition is written in a prepositional phrase and has an object of the preposition. So remember those two slices of bread. It starts with the preposition, it ends with the object, and the words in between are adjectives. The dirt lay inside. Inside is an adverb in this sentence because it does not have an object. The word inside tells where the dirt lay. The dirt lay inside the wall. By adding two words to the sentence, inside becomes a preposition. The object of the preposition is wall. The prepositional phrase inside the wall tells where the dirt was. And then they give us a list here of words that can be used either as adverbs or prepositions in a sentence. Above, across, along, around, below, by, down, in, inside, near, off, on, out, outside, over, through, under, and up. Okay, let's take a look at the guided practice. They want you to fill in the circle to tell whether each underlined word is an adverb or a preposition. Okay, number 1, the enemy was near. So, is this an adverb or is it a preposition? Well, remember the test. If there's an object, it's a preposition. If there's not, then it's an adverb. Since there's nothing following the word near, then it has to be an adverb. There is no object. There are no other words there. Number 2, the wall kept the enemy out for many years. Okay, so we have out for many years. Is this a preposition or is this an adverb? Okay, be careful. It's an adverb because for is a preposition. And remember, you can't have more than one preposition in a prepositional phrase. So if for is a preposition, I'm going to put parentheses around that, and it has an object, that doesn't leave anything left for out. It doesn't have an object, so it's an adverb. Okay, number 3, the wall was not connected across the entire border of China. Okay, so we take a look at this, we see prepositional phrase, across the entire border and of China. So across has an object, border. So it is a preposition in that sentence. Number 4, the enemy finally found a way around the wall. Okay, around the wall is a prepositional phrase, so that makes around a preposition. Okay, I hope that made sense to you. So if it has an object, then it's a preposition. If it does not have an object, it's an adverb. All right, number 5 says use the word around as an adverb and as a preposition to expand the sentence. So it says the squirrel ran. So if we want to use it as an adverb, we can just say the squirrel ran around. Okay, that's just telling us where the squirrel ran. So that's an adverb. As a preposition, we can say the squirrel ran around something. We have to figure out, what is the squirrel going to run around? The squirrel ran around, let's say, the tree. The squirrel ran around the tree. And that would give the preposition around an object. So now it's used as a preposition. In the first sentence, number 5, it's an adverb because it doesn't have an object. But in sentence 6, it's a preposition because it has the object tree. All right, let's take a look at workbook page 276, independent practice. For the first part, they want you to fill in the circle to tell whether each underlined word is an adverb or a preposition. So look to see if it has an object. If it does not have an object, then it's just an adverb. If it does have an object, then it's a preposition. And then the second part, they want you to add an adverb from the word bank to expand each sentence. So choose the adverb that would fit to expand the sentence. The big black tires spun what? Just pick the adverb that would make sense in that sentence. And then the second part, they want you to write a prepositional phrase to expand each sentence. And they remind you again that you can look on page 355 for a list of prepositions. So cold rain splashed on my face or something. Okay, so write a prepositional phrase. And then the last part, apply and listen. You're not going to be able to, well, I think you could do that. If I read Psalm 23:5 to you right now, let's see. I'm going to have to look that up. So you're going to have to hang on for a minute. I wasn't as prepared for that as I needed to be. I've already read this to you in reading when we were doing under the sheet, or not under the sheet, my goodness, Mrs. Phillips. Rounding up the sheep. Okay. Psalm 23:5. Okay, just listen to it and see if you can hear all of the prepositions in this verse. And then just list the prepositions. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. All right. Thanks for working so hard and doing a good job. And we'll see you next time.